But in 2009, you released Uzi Does It with Apathy and Scoop DeVille under the new group name Get Busy Committee. How did you guys become a group?
We were just working together. So App had just got out of his deal with Atlantic. I just got out of Warner Brothers, and Scoop was young. So, me and Scoop lived right next to each other. So I'd be over there all the time working on shit with him. And then I would play beats for App that Scoop had done. And then, we just started recording together just for fun, just wilding out too. Cause we were so free to do whatever we wanted to do that's exactly what we did. We didn't have to adhere to no label telling us what to do. So we were just wilding out. And I think App's the one that said, yo, we should call ourselves the Get Busy Committee. And they were like, perfect, let's go.
And at that time, would you say that you guys were, because I've heard you say in interviews before a little bit, that you guys were all a little bit jaded by the industry?
Yeah, we weren't interested in the industry. We wanted to do something completely different. And so, we just kind of pulled our friends together. Like Shinoda was an early investor in Get Busy Committee. He was like, don't take this shit to a label. My man Two-Tone, who started Born and Raised, the clothing company. He's also a director. So he was doing our videos for us, styling us, and just pushing the project as well. Like, so, I met Ian Rogers. He was managing us. Ian has extensive work with the Beastie Boys. And just Google Ian Rogers. Like, he was riding with us too. He was managing us. So we had really good pieces in place for Get Busy Committee.
And you guys did something that was really dope, where you had the Uzi-shaped USB drive that you released the album onto.
Right.
How did you guys come up with that idea?
Well, the concept behind that is, at that point, I was like, I don't know who thought of it first. Maybe it was Ian. But the thing is this. So remember back in the days, albums used to sell for like $20. Like back in the 90s and shit, you'd buy a whole album, be like 15, 20
Tower
bucks.
Records, all those places, Sam Goody.
Come with that big long ass packaging and shit.
Yeah.
So, it's a way to, so if you sell somebody a Uzi, I was in the business of selling Uzis, not selling music. So you sell the Uzi for $20. I don't care what you do with the USB. You can delete the fucking album if you want and put pictures of your kids on there. I don't care. Either way, you're going to give us $20. So, we sold all of them shits too. We sold a lot of them. We were getting orders from like police departments that wanted them for their staff. They would just delete the album or keep the album on there and then put little data on there that they could do in their car. That's real shit, dude. Like, it was just a cool way to sell an album. We were like, everything we did, we wanted to do something different than what everybody else was doing.
So it was like a functional product that housed your project on. So like you could still use it basically regardless, even, I see what you're saying. Multi-purpose.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah, like what they say is in business, you got to give somebody 3 reasons for them to buy your product. And, when you give somebody a CD, you really only got one use unless you're going to do coke off it. That gives you 2 fucking uses. But, with a Uzi, you could do a bunch of things with that.
Right.
So, you could collect it, you can use it, you can listen to the album, you could put your own data on it, you can use it as a keychain. There's all kinds of reasons for it. It's just a cool thing to have. So we started changing our mindset. Instead of doing what everybody in the industry was doing, let's do what we want to do.
Do you still have any left?
I probably have 1.
Wow. Okay.
In my junk drawer.
Well, okay. So this next part, man, it seems like nobody really wants to answer this. Why the second album didn't come out? Opening ceremony.
Well, at that, fuck, that album was so good too, and
I
it
know
was
you said it
done.
was like the best thing.
Yeah, that shit would have really like put us over the top. I feel like we would have been the biggest group out had we had dropped that record. It was nothing but hits, top to bottom. I mean, hits, not like fucking radio hits, but like hits for us. Um, it's kind of hard to say. Like, I mean, to be honest, there's just a lot of shit going on at the time. Like, there's a lot of beef, like internally. Like, App was going through it with his health, so he was having problems with his health, and so that was affecting the group because
That's
then it
right.
would.
During that time, he was having anxiety and panic attacks, right?
Yeah, but all that was stemming from his pancreas. He had had pancreatitis, and then he had his pancreas removed or something, or a piece of his pancreas removed. Anyways, he was really going through it. So what happened is me and Scoop kept going. Like, me and Scoop kept recording. We were doing songs without App. But the way I was looking at it was kind of like when Pimp C went to jail, Bun B kept the flag going. You know what I'm saying? So when Pimp C got out of jail, it'd be a seamless transition. You'd be ready to go. But I think App may have looked at it. You'd have to ask him, but maybe he was looking at it like, oh, we were just kicking him to the curb and doing our own thing. But that wasn't the case. So that caused a bit of animosity at that time. So, whatever. One person not getting along with the other, two not getting along with one. There's a whole bunch of little stupid shit like that. But yeah, eventually that was it. Didn't come out.
But obviously you and App ended up squashing it because then you appeared on Killmatic in 2013, right? But
yeah, it wasn't nothing to squash. Like, we didn't have any beef. Just
right.
But
then why not just put out the album though?
I don't know. I mean, these are questions we ask ourselves. Like, when me and App talk, like,
it still could happen, right?
But why? Like, this shit's dated now. Like, I don't think anybody cares. We'd be better off just doing a whole new record.
I don't know about that. It could be like some lost files type of shit. If you advertise it the right way, could work, man.
Maybe.
Especially in the underground community, people love that shit.
Maybe. Like, shit. Every once in a while, I'll just float it to people. They'll be like, oh man, I wish I could hear that Get Busy Committee album. There you go. Listen to that. The homies know what it is. But yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe one of these days, but I can't call it, dude. Like, a lot of shit happened back then. And like I said, my memory is foggy. And I don't want to point fingers at people
right
with a foggy memory. You know what I'm saying? It could be.
But you're still cool with Scoop though?
I'm cool with everybody. I don't have any problem with anybody.
That's good, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just when you get older, shit changes. Like, I don't talk to Shinoda. Like, I haven't talked to Shinoda in years. But it's not because I have a problem with him. It's just life takes you in a different direction. Your priorities become different. I own a bar and I own a restaurant.
Right.
I do different shit with my day than other people do. I haven't talked to Scoop in years, but I don't have any problem with Scoop. I talk to App a lot, but it's because he reaches out, dude. I'm kind of a fucking hermit, dude. I don't really reach out to a lot of people. Like, I stay to myself. I stay out of the way. And that's just the way I am. That's my personality. I'm not trying to be that person. It's just the way I am. So
it's interesting because it's pretty on brand for you, because the reason why you originally was a DJ is because you didn't want to be a front man.
Exactly. That's my personality. I'm not I'm not a front man. I got moved into that situation where I became a front man and became comfortable with it to a certain extent. But I like to just be low key.
So I can only assume for you, when you do social interactions and stuff like that, it's probably really draining for you then after a while.
It's draining. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's draining. But I got used to it with Fort Minor, like, because we were doing so much press and all that kind of shit. So I got used to it. But, I am the way I am. Like I haven't talked to Talk in a couple years. I got nothing but love for Talk, but he's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing.